Many congratulations. It is a great success for Shauravir and both of you also that he has cleared NEET.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
How is the feeling? Like when you first saw the result, what did you feel at that time?
We were on cloud 9. Seriously, it is a big achievement for the kids because they've put in so much efforts, studying day and night, ongoing, non-stop.
Right.
So it's a great feeling.
I think not just the kids also, but the family environment in general also has to change a lot during the process. So did you undergo such changes in the family environment or something, the study times?
Environment in the sense we never allowed many relatives to come to our house for that time period because we wanted him to not get distracted with these things because otherwise they feel left out most of the time. So all our relatives, everybody was very understanding. They knew that this is the time for them. So everybody contributed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you, sir?
I think we had to discipline ourselves. It was not that easy for a kid to cope up with the pressure and the expectations that even the academy had. But yes, he had come out with flying colors. I think that's the feeling that we are cherished. As you rightly mentioned, I think as a family also we have to be very supportive. I think that's not only a single person's endeavor to take NEET and clear it off. It's all of us. So we supported him, what all ways he wanted us to support him with.
That's great. You talked about disciplining as a parent. So what would you like to say in that respect to the parents who are just ongoing and who may be starting this journey with their child?
I think we as parents should not only be setting the expectations from the kid, because if you're just going to be setting and maintaining those expectations, it's about that you're mounting pressure on the kid to clear NEET. It's not about clearing NEET. It's about that how well he is going to be coping up with the circumstances around the NEET. I think this is more external than internal.
Definitely.
So as parents, as my wife also said, we restricted ourselves as well as all other relatives of us because we did not want our kid to get distracted, or he should not be feeling that rest of my family members are enjoying and he's just kept in a room and he's just been focused on NEET, because that's the endeavor. So we just want him to externalize circumstances with all the support mechanics as a family that we could provide him, and we provided it.
That's great. What kind of support did he need except from the resources or notes or your constant encouragement that he can do it? What other kind of support?
I think in NEET, my wife, what best she had done was, because I used to be traveling outside the town for 5 days a week. So she was very close to Shaurya and she actually monitored him. So the best thing that he wanted from his mother was moral support.
Definitely.
I think because in his age, he's just, he attained 18 while he was, preparing for NEET. So kids generally get bogged down because there are a lot of rumors, there are a lot of degraders, there are a lot of people, even from the friend circle, who always will give bad examples and good examples.
Definitely.
And as a doctor, as a profession, if you choose as a doctor, it's not that easy to obtain firstly and then to adhere to. But my wife, she had been very practical and she actually stood by him and she kept counseling him that Shaurya, this is what you have chosen for yourself. So every kid is different, every profession is different. So you should not be, considering every aspect of others' application to yourself.
Definitely.
So you just stand out as an individual who wanted to become a doctor, who wanted to give something back to the society in terms of the most important service in terms of medicine and medical. So just believe in it, and he believed in it.
So was it his dream or was it your family dream or something like that?
It has been his dream. He was, I think, in class 2 or 3. Since then, he is telling us, I want to become a doctor. And we supported him. I said, the time will come, then you decide finally what you want to become. We never forced him to get into this field. It was his own choice. And we always wanted from deep inside that he should become a doctor because he was very keen since childhood. And after he reached class 10, again he said the same thing. So we endorsed, okay, go ahead with it. It's your choice and you have to maintain it.
That's
So
great.
we'll be giving you full support. And it is your dream and you can fulfill it.
So I think
Always.
when the child knows that it is my dream, the kind of efforts that the child puts, they're completely different from when that dream is enforced on them.
You're right. You're right. So it has never been enforced on him. It was his choice. And we always go by the child's choice. Because if the child is not interested in doing something, he can never put in the efforts required for that particular field.
I think that should be a message to all the parents that children should be allowed to follow their passion and their dream.
Yes.
Yes.
So studies should be passion driven. If it is forced, they can never achieve the goal, whatever is desired.
And if at all they will achieve it, they will not be able to do justice with it.
So
Definitely.
the need is the child should be happy with what he's doing. If we always keep telling him don't do this, this is better for you, this is better, it should not be forced on the child. That is the first priority, I would say, for each and every parent also. Never force your child. Ask him whatever he wants to be in life. It should be his dream, his passion, whatever he is viewing in his mind always.
Just
So he
adding
wanted
on,
to become a doctor. It was his dream, so he followed the path. We tried to provide him with all the support which he wanted.
yeah, just to add on to what my wife was saying, we should not let the bad examples be given to a kid. This is a message to all the parents, especially all aspiring parents who would want their kid to become a doctor. Because tendencies are wherein people will come and discourage you, because this is the most pristine and at the same time very, very complex profession. So just try to create environment at home where the kid is studying and he's trying to and cash in on that particular dream by bringing positivity. So quote positive examples, because I have seen a lot of people even in my circle who had always been digressing from the modality of not getting the right examples in place for the kid.
Okay.
So this is my clear message that what best a parent can do and at no cost is to bring in good examples. Because in that particular time of sensitivity, because it was Shaurya's first attempt, even many people approached me and said, no, don't worry, if at all he has to drop 1 year, he can re-attempt it. But my endeavor was that I should actually keep him in the high spirit, and I would want my kid to clear it in the first attempt that he did it. So that's what I wanted to convey to all the parents.
That's great. It's not just the child's positivity, but also the parents.
Parents positive.
Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of
And
difference.
we should never compare our kid to anybody, I would say. Comparisons always demotivate you. It can be a good comparison, bad comparison, any kind of comparisons. To each its own is always
Definitely,
said.
that's
So
right.
each child is an individual, he's a separate identity. He has a separate identity of his own, different, path, different speed to reach that path. So if some kids want to drop, even then it is okay for them. We don't say that they should not be dropping a year, or it is only how to manage the pressure. If the child is not able to manage the pressure, don't force him. We never forced him. We said it's on you. If you can achieve it, try. Try hard. Trying is the best thing, I would say. Whatever comes after that is the result. So don't worry about the result. Trying is the most important thing. And you should try. Give your best every time, whenever you do it.
That is true.
And most important was that we as parents, we understood the situation of a kid who is actually getting into 12th and then also simultaneously attempting to have NEET, because he had to keep pace with both. He cannot sacrifice his boards as well as he cannot sacrifice on his needs. So this is how it's a double aspect that because it's not about attempting only NEET. He's also had to attempt boards exams. So this is how we have to feature twice as a positive mascot to the kid, and this is what eventually we did. We played role of positivity for him because it was ultimately his goal, his passion, his preparation, and what all he has achieved at government seat is something which he earned. It's not that a seat that I bought for him. It's the seat that he actually has earned. So this actually sets out a very positive example to not only us as a family, but also to the society. And we were also prepared that in case he is not able to crack it, we are not going to take it as a curse. We were well prepared about it because there are a lot of other lines, other professions, which he actually has put out as plan B, plan C for him. And that was not something that again we actually plotted for him. But we are very happy that my son actually stood by his passion and he cleared it and he attained what he actually deserved.
That's commendable. Your spirit has literally lit this room with radiance, and I can already feel the positivity. I can just imagine the journey that he undertook in the 2 years. But it's not just his journey alone. Like you've said, it's your journey also that has made him this doctor that he'll be becoming in some few years now. So now, as you mentioned that your job required traveling. So you came to Panchkula, I think, when he was in class 10th.
Yeah.
So why did you choose Genesis Educates? There must have been other institutes of national or some kind of repute, and you must have heard from a lot of parents that you must go for other institutes. They can, prepare your child better. So why did you choose Genesis Educates?
I think I belong to a very old school of thought, wherein when we used to be studying in colleges and universities, so we had a very candid learning of that first impression is the last impression. And this is what actually happened to us when we chose Genesis. The first, because we stayed in Sector 20, and Sector 20, Genesis had a branch.
Right.
So me and my wife, we on a working day, I think we had gone there. We fixed up first appointment with Sahil sir, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
We met him. We discussed about the dream that the kid had. Because in 10th was a very low stake year, we knew it that there are going to be 3 years that the kid is eventually going to have for preparing for NEET. But when we met him, we really liked him because he belonged to a thought like us. He did not kind of parroted NEET merits and demerits, or he did not only focus on NEET while he was talking to us. He spoke with us also as a parent, as a co-parent. He actually had spoken to us about the fundamentals that he would want to imbibe in the kid. Back to basics.
Right.
So he just had touched upon that we would want to create his fundamental understanding of the subjects that he is going to be crossing over to clear NEET. And this is what we wanted as parents. And that was the expectation with which we actually were able to get to these academies, and we were able to take a final decision. But I think Sahil sir did not allow us to go to any other one. Because in the very first place, we found, this is a place. This is a place. And we are nurtured. My kid is nurtured to an extent in all those 3 years that he is where he is.
Definitely. I think the right mentorship also plays an important
role.
So during his journey, he must have had some very specific struggles. Not just educational, but maybe some moral conundrums or something like that. How did you handle that?
I think, yes, a couple of, it was not something where he struggled on his capabilities and capacities. We bought this house and we shifted into this house 1.5 years back.
Yeah.
So we were staying on rent in Sector 20, then we bought this house and we shifted into our own house. And he had camaraderie with his friends in Sector 20 branch.
Okay.
But it is again something where I would want to compliment team Genesis. We spoke with Sahil sir and we discussed that this is going to be a horizon where he has to commute from Sector 2 to Sector 20. This looks a little bothersome for us as parents, and we are really worried because he has to be crossing the highway every time. Then he had been very, very sweet, and he shifted him with a very soft kind of a changeover. And he did not only shift Shaurya, but he shifted the whole group because they also wanted them to have the technicalities understanding as well, along with the academic understanding. So they wanted them to be technical experts also in attempting, because now he was getting into that gear of experience wherein he wanted to have a better knack on the attempting NEET exam per se. So I think their whole group was shifted here in
Sector 15.
Sector 15. So I did not call that to be a struggle for a moment. But yes, it started off, but it got diffused because Genesis was standing at back. They were actually understanding everything what all as parents we were wanting them to support us with, and we were delivered every time, bang on.
That's great. What about the PTMs? Did you attend every single PTM?
Every single PTM. Never missed any PTM, whether it's online or offline meetings. I attended everything because I wanted to know where my child stands. Only then I can help if my help is required. But it was great. They gave us all the insights, whatever is happening there, and what we as a parent should do. So it was really eye openers every time, the PTMs, and I would always maintain notes, whatever is told to us as a parent, what we should do, how we can help him. So it was great.
That's really appreciable because for a child to have parents who are very, very invested in his journey, that's a blessing indeed. Because then the child feels supported not just from the teachers but also from the parents.
The teachers were very supportive at Genesis. They always gave a personal touch. They knew in and out what the child requires. For each and every child, they knew this child is capable of doing this thing, this child is capable of doing this thing. They provided all the insights, where the child lacks, where he needs to improve, which is the positive point, which is the negative point, and how to improve upon those points. They always told us everything, and we always jotted down the points in a diary. I maintained a diary, and I always ask the teachers, you tell us where he is lacking, what he needs to improve, how he can improve, and they always supported. And we as a parent, we also supported him, and he was very good at delivering whatever was being taught to him.
That's great. There must have been times during the journey when he did not score, say, very good marks in a Genesis mock test or something like that.
Yeah.
So do you remember any specific incident, or did his morale go down, or what was it like?
Sometimes it do happens. Okay, the child is not able to perform up to the mark. But me as a mother, when I was always around, I never, I was never bothered about that thing. Because it is not important that the child performs every time. Because once in a while, if you don't perform, it is a motivating factor for you. That no, I couldn't do well at that time, now I should prepare more, I should work hard. So these tests are important only for the child to motivate them. He never got demotivated by those things because I always told him that you are capable of doing more. If once in a while you are not able to perform, it is not end of the road. Because it is not that you lack in knowledge. It is maybe that point of time you were not in that frame of mind that you could not do well. There are many reasons. You got distracted or something. But these tests help, always help to improve on. So he did well after those one or two slip outs. After that he did well in other tests, always.
So his graph has always been very improved.
Yeah, it was like a continuous improvement.
Okay.
So it was the graph, because if you really ask me for any student, it is not like this. It will always be, it's like a step movement. You have to attain something and you have to sustain it, then you take another course and then you further improve it, sustain it. This is what he eventually did. So in a couple of exams, if he was sustaining the same score, so we were happy about it, that he is not going further down. So and then, one fine day, we were both very happy when he came closer to the expectations that the academy had. And this is what he actually wanted to achieve for himself, to clear the NEET exam. So that's how, because we have to stand by his thicks and thins. We should not be perceiving or taking any score in the very first place as his deciding factor. Because that's just as my wife said, these were just the steps before the actual day comes. So he actually, we were very conscious about it, and he was kept in the high spirits always. And special thanks to Shaurya's mom, because she stood by him.
Because the role of parents should be only motivating the child. If we ourselves start demotivating the child, it will lead to disaster, I would say. We see so many examples. Children nowadays committing suicides and all because of a failure. I would say that no parent should be demotivating their child, because keep motivating, giving positive impact. It leaves always positive impact on the child. Never pressurize any child, because they will ultimately achieve their goal, whatever is destined. Let them take their path, let them take their time, they will achieve. But if we demotivate them, it is going to, take them back, not further in life. That is
Definitely.
important.
That is extremely important for all the parents to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must remember the D-Day of the NEET exam. How was it like? Can you describe that morning?
Morning.
Was his exam in the morning shift?
No.
Yes.
No.
We-
It was in the afternoon.
We started
Afternoon.
from here in the morning only.
Okay.
Yeah, we started in the morning, but a day before it was very, full of anxiety for him and for us. He too even did not have his breakfast, anything in the morning. He was having those butterflies in his stomachs and anxiety attacks. What is going to happen and how I'm going to do? Because if we don't pressurize, but the societal pressure, the peer pressure, it is there. They have that this is the day we have to do something. So they've been preparing for this from last 3 years, and this is the day. How to handle that pressure? We were like, just calm down. You know everything. Just meditate for some time. We kept on saying, when he left for the exam center, he went inside. We were praying outside. Like, everything should go well. But it is a very tough time for the child and for the parents, everybody. We've seen that tense moment outside the examination center. All
I think
the
that
parents
tension is
roaming there.
palpable. You can feel the tension
Yeah.
from every parent who's
Yeah.
coming from
Yes.
the child.
All were in the same boat. All the parents standing outside the examination hall, they were same on this, like everybody, visibly, it was visible on each and every person's face that they were tensed. What is going to come, happen, how the child is going to cope up with that.
And moreover, this is one of the toughest exams of the country.
Hmm.
And when you get to the exam center, there is so much of strictness, so many policemen, so much of frisking which was happening for each and every kid. They were asked to wear trousers without pockets. Only fetching their roll number and 2 photographs was just the document that they could carry. So that kind of a pressure, and they were seeing a lot of kids were returned from the exam center, that they brought something which was not allowed. So that actually kind of mounted additional pressure on the kid.
Additional pressure.
But we as parents, we could only pray at that moment that may God give my kid serenity and better sense that he should be coping up with this exam pressure well. So, but I think this year the exam actually had come very tough. It was something wherein it was completely unexpected. Otherwise, we could even imagine that he could have doubled the score easily with the kind of preparations that he had. But with God's grace, I think all is well that ends well. So we are happy parents today.
Definitely. That's great. That's great.
Everything passed away. Yeah.
That's great. His favorite subject is physics.
Yes.
So for somebody who's choosing NEET, isn't that a bit different from the journeys that we hear otherwise?
Yeah, it is, but I've seen he's for this also, the teachers in Genesis are the main, heroes for him. They developed his interest towards physics. So
I think he respected
Dave sir.
Dave sir.
Dev sir and Sahil sir. Sahil sir took his used to take their classes in class 10, and he became literally a master in physics in his guidance.
That's
So
great.
he helped him a lot to develop more interest in physics, and that is the main reason. So he was totally into physics, and once even I asked him, why are you are a NEET student, you are going to pursue MBBS or BDS, whatever will come. So you are showing more interest in physics than in bio. So this is interesting. I like to solve the questions. If the question is tough, that makes him more, it develops more interest. Okay, I have to crack this. I have to solve this. So physics has been his main subject of focus.
He likes
always.
challenges.
Yeah,
that is
he
all.
likes challenges.
Yeah, definitely. Choosing to pursue NEET in itself is a big challenge.
Yeah.
So if he took that, so that just defines a lot of things.
Hmm.
What would you like to say about the role of Genesis in his journey?
Genesis has been the main hero for his journey and always the supporting one, the most supporting one, I would say, because I was supporting emotionally, and they were totally into it, how to go about it, what path to follow, how many study hours are required, how to study, everything, all the details, nitty gritties of getting or cracking NEET, they are all told by Genesis team. Hats off to the team. They have put in lot of efforts to each and every child. So we thank Genesis from bottom of our hearts that they are the main heroes for our child cracking NEET. That's
It's
I would
not
say.
because yes, I completely agree, and we don't believe in very fancy, big, classrooms and all those, marketing gimmicks and everything, because Genesis had been a very low profile, a very silent performer kind of an institute. So they don't believe in very fleshy kind of things, and we do love that, having them that. So, and they have been the key cornerstone in my child's success.
Another thing, they have a smaller batch size. The small batch size leads to more interaction with the teacher and more attention of the teacher. So that is most important. Otherwise, we see so many coaching centers, they have 80 to 90 students per class, and they only focus on 1 or 2 students because they can be their face of their
Definitely.
institute. So they don't pay attention to each and every child. Here the batch size was small, so smaller batch size leads to more attention of teacher to each and every child, more focused. So that was most important thing with Genesis.
We've talked about so many things, but now I want you to focus on something that is very challenging as parents also for you, and that is the peer pressure and the other distraction that a child, teenager, goes through in this journey. So did he have any such kind of distractions, or how did you manage that?
So Shaurya has been a very, very good child, I would say. For distractions, he had only one thing: playing basketball or cricket matches. So we used to allow him off and on once in a week or twice in a week. He used to go out and play with his friends for 2 hours or 3 hours sometimes on Sunday mornings. That was sufficient for him. So he never wanted to go out and every day and want to play. If at all he felt exhausted, he would go out for a walk, half an hour, not more than that, and he'll come and again start studying. And at home, I would say phones and mobiles, he himself deleted all the apps which would distract him. We never forced him.
You are lucky parents.
And we neutralized everything. As I said earlier, a lot of distractions or society bad examples. We neutralized that outside the door of our house. We never allowed them to be entering into our house and eventually into his room, because we kept him with good examples, and we also elicited him as coaches that what strengths he possessed, and we actually make him learn that very often, that you should not be dememorizing to what strengths you have as an individual. Just stick with that.
It is important for parents also to keep telling your child what are his strengths and what are his weaknesses. Not only strengths, we have to highlight their weaknesses also, so that they can push and improve themselves. That is important, because only if we try to analyze the human behavior at this point of time, it is very much important. Okay, how would a child would behave? Sometimes he used to have those anger bouts because of anxiety and all. We used to calm him down. Okay, let it come out. After some time, when he used to calm down, then I explained him, this has these negative effects, this thing has this. So he understood.
So he was very open to understand.
Understand.
Very receptive
Yeah.
to feedback.
Yes.
So friends also play a very important role in a teenager's life. What was his friend circle like?
All studious students, I would say. One of his friend, he cracked JEE Advance. And one from his same institute, he also cracked NEET and got admission through, you must be knowing. So all kids were alike, I would say. Leaving one or two, and for those they used to talk once in a while, not much with those kids who were not into studying and all. So they never felt that kind of pressure because they were surrounded by equal-minded kids.
Definitely, like begets like. So good company is very important for all
Yeah.
the people who are preparing. And you must have a lot of knowledge about what is happening in Kota and the suicides that you mentioned. So what would you like to say to parents who are sending their students to Kota and everything like that?
Kota has been, I think, more hyped for studying. Sending the kid so far off places is first big no-no. I would say it's a red flag. Because this is the time, sometimes the child is very, in a very good mood and in high spirits, sometimes low spirits. When the child is in low spirits, the most important person is a mother or a father in child's life. So they should be around. If the child is somewhere away and always surrounded by people who are putting so much pressure for studies and nothing else, so that is, I would say, big no-no, because this kind of pressure leaves a different kind of mental block
Definitely.
into a child's mind. So that is very difficult to handle for a child who is not even 18. 14, 15-year-olds are being sent to Kota for studying, and they don't have that mental ability to handle all the pressure.
Because it's like herd mentality, भेड़ चाल.
Yes.
हिंदुस्तान में वो बहुत है. I think in so crucial moments of a child's life, I think we should not keep him away from our eyes. He should be well within the vicinity where parents can approach him. Better is that a child should stay at his home, because that's the most comfortable horizon that a child can have. And you should not be choosing between the institutes. You should just be very, very conscious that it is all about the kid. He has to eventually maintain that pressure. Either that can go positive or negative.
Definitely.
And it is all his effort. And the best is that all teachers, because Genesis is a very great example for us. I think we got best of the teachers at Genesis. And if really, something is compelling me to take my kid out of Chandigarh to a place like Rajasthan or any other state, with due respects to all the institutes there, I think my selection of Genesis was the best, because I got everything here. And that too, just at a walking distance, because we were in Sector 20, his branch was at Sector 20, and it was very easy for him to also commute and to devote more time into studies than to commute only. And now coming back to your question, that why Kota, because if we are sending kid out of state for just studying, that means from that day on, we started his clock that he has to swim into the competition.
Correct.
Because competition actually starts when he actually gets into a professional line. Now he is going to be becoming a doctor. Then we can understand that professionally he is going to be competing with other doctors. But before he becomes a doctor, and we are still wanting him to compete unnecessarily with the people who actually are into the same boat and they do not have any chance to compete, but still he is competing with them, is going to be where his mother says, then he is eventually getting into that, as I said, bad examples. There are bad influences also. Because if you are into a spirit of competition, then other kids would never allow you to be setting into the high spirit. They will always pin you down.
Emotional support, I would say, is the most important thing which a family can provide. Child needs to be somewhere around the family.
And we kept him neutral, that your competition is with yourself.
Yes.
Every exam that you attempt at Genesis is your competition.
Yeah.
That is
Be
score
a better
50, how
version.
can I be 60?
Yeah.
How can I be 80? How can I be 100?
Try
That's
and be
your
a
competition.
better version of yourself.
Yourself.
No, don't compete with anybody else. Be a better version of yourself. As a human being, as a student, in every aspect of life, be a better version of yourself. Because continuous process. It's a continuous process. You evolve. Even we are learning till now. So every day is a new learning. So provide that environment within the range of the child, that you are present there. Every important person who play an important role in their life should be around the child. That is the most important thing. Only then a child can grow.
When the kid is just 18 or attaining 18, I think it is my, input to all the parents that they should not send their kid outside. They should always keep that kid with them. And there is no dearth in cities like Panchkula, Chandigarh. I think we are blessed we are staying here. There is less crime rate, there is more discipline, and there is a lot of education, focus which is around us. I think we should not be taking call on others' recommendation. Parents should take their thought call. They should be assessing, because the best spot of a kid can be done only by the parents.
Definitely.
So we should be very, very particular in choosing and taking up something which actually gels and promises something to fulfill the needs of the kid. And this is what we did, and we are successful. Because there is no doctor in our family, he is going to be the first doctor. And with that kind of, because we only have mentored him. Technical skills, as my wife said, is all grace of Genesis. That they provided him the technical skills, keeping his morale high, behaviorally, keeping him upside. So everything is done by us. So it actually, put him a good software and a hardware for preparing for need.
I think that is an excellent package of what is required.
Which is needed.
And that is how he did it. So any last thing that you would like to say to parents?
Believe in your kid. Don't believe in any academy. Academies can not take you to the place where your kid, because he is the ultimate stakeholder. But believe in the teachers who actually are giving him the technical skills. As parents, you should be with your kid. You should equip him with all the software skills that he is wanting. Keep his morale high. Keep him with you. Just be a supporting stuff to him, because he's a main stakeholder and you are the supporting stakeholders. And
Yes.
believe in the teachers.
Just like Munna Bhai said, एक जादू की जप्पी, एक जादू की पप्पी बच्चे को देते रहो थोड़ी देर बाद.
That's the most important mantra, and we did it.
That's
The
great.
love is required.
Thank you so much. Many congratulations again. It was
Thank
a
you so
pleasure
much.
to talk
Thank
to
you so much.
Thank you for your
Thank
time,
you.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.